ಒಬ್ಬರೇ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರು ಇನ್ನೊಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಚೂರು ಒಂದು ಇಡ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಇದು ದೋಸೆ ಕೊಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಬೇರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಬೇಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಲೈಟ್ ಆಗಿ ತಿಂತಾರೆ ಅವರು 10 ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಚೆಕ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಡ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ದೋಸೆ ಚೂರು ಸೈಡ್ ಕಸಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಒಂದು ಫ್ರೂಟ್ ಕಸ್ತಾರೆ. ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಹಾಲ್ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಸೆಮಿನಾರ್ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.
Good morning. I boys pranams to His Holiness Shri Jagadguru Shri Shivratri Deshikendra Mahaswamiji. On today we have with us Dr. Anil, who is giving a guest lecture on milk hygiene. I request our principal, Dr. Sarvesh Gasar, to welcome our chief guest.
Namaste. Lotus feet of Param Pujya Shri Deshikendra Mahaswamiji and seeking the blessing of Shri Shivratri Mahaswamiji, Shri Kshetra Sutur. Also, my pranams on the lotus feet of previous Pontiff, Jagadguru Dr. Sri Rajendra Mahaswamiji. My prayer on the lotus feet of Lord Dhanvantari to keep us healthy and happy during this COVID-19. Dear students, brothers and sisters, I welcome you for this morning auspicious and knowledge session. But we are looking forward to share some knowledge. We have a scholarly luminaries with us today, silent to our post-graduation examination in the Department of PG Studies, Sostavata. This session is specially designed for you. Although he is scheduled with a lot of other activities, Sir has given the consent that yes, I can share the knowledge among the students, and this session is for you. That's for you and for you. Take this advantage of this session. What the chief guest, the speaker, is going to speak today. On behalf of the department, Professor HOD PG Studies Dr. Sudhakar Reddy and their entire faculties. Behalf of the institution, JSSAMC Medical College, Mysore, for the management, I welcome wholeheartedly with a lot of respect our today's speakers, Bagalkoti. Yeah, Bagalkoti, but Sir is presently sharing the knowledge, one of the Nalanda Takshashila of Ayurveda. In the past, we all heard about the ancient India. Sir is right now at Belgaum, Kerala under University. Kataprabha. Okay, Sir is on Kataprabha, one of the historical place. One of the historical place of India and so also for Karnataka. There is a place called Gokak, which is known for its river fall, and also there's a very nutritious food, which is very synonymous to Department of Swastavata. Gokak Kardant. So it is world famous. This particularly the brand traditional foods, many are Indian traditional food is now taken a name in the world. So also Kardant of Gokak. Behalf of once again all of us, wholeheartedly I welcome Sir. I hand over to this microphone to our department madam. Now it is left to you how to take best of knowledge of Bagalkoti Sir. Sir, we thank you for taking this session and enriching our knowledge of our students. Those are the next ambassador for 2030. 2030, my dear students, 2030 is going to be integration. I am speaking in front of the God. 2030 is going to be the year for integration. Another 10 years, you are the allopathy, Unani, homeopathy in one umbrella. That is integration. So be prepared for that. And whatever the best is given to you, today the topic is milk. So what more you can get? That's the first nectar from God. So whatever you get from my mother is the milk. So Sari is going to speak about the milk. Take all advantages. Thank you. Welcome once again. Thank you.
Now I request Dr. P. Sudhakar Reddy, Professor and HOD, Department of PG Studies in Swasthurutha, to welcome our guest lecturer, Dr. Anil Bagalkoti, sir.
Good morning. My humble pronouns to Deshikendra Mahaswamiji, respected principal sir, and today's chief guest, Dr. Anil Bagalkoti sir, and Dr. Shalini madam. We are honored today. We have a great eminent personality in Swasthurutha, who is having 25 years experience in Swasthurutha, who is going to deliver a guest lecture on hygiene, very important for the syllabus. Bagalkoti sir had BMS from JSSAMC College, Bijapur, and later PG Swasthurutha from Nagur College, and he is working since 25 years in Ghataprabha Ayurveda College, PG Department Swasthurutha, and also Dean for Naturopathy and Yoga College, Ghataprabha. To say few words regarding sir. Sir is very friendly with students. We can call friendly teacher, and also having vast knowledge, administrator, and he will reach to students very simple manner to understand to milk hygiene. Today we are here with sir. Sir, please give us knowledge to our students and regarding milk hygiene. Thank you, sir. Once again, welcome you, sir. Please come. Welcome, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so welcome to all of you. Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudatyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevaya Sishyate. So first of all, I will pranama to the Sri Shivratri Deshikendra Swamiji, and also very much thankful to Paul Sarveshwar sir and HOD Department of Swasthurutha Sudhakar Reddy sir and team of the Swasthurutha, and also very much thankful to this the Sankanoda. And all of today we have interacted with some of the sessions. So before coming here, Dr. Sudhakar Reddy sir has given the one of this topic to me to speak on some of these words to our students. Definitely, sir, I will agree and I'll do it. So, and also the one of this occasion to interact with you to this one of these important topic, what today we are going to giving this knowledge about the milk hygiene. When you go through this Ayurvedic aspect of the Dugdha is having 8 types. In that, there is so much of types are there. Cow milk is there, human milk is there. So these are the 7, the 8 milks has been explained. So this time, when you have the say about it is one of the wholesome food. So when you go through some of the text of this Ayurveda Charaka Samhita has been mentioned, Nityam Praniti Swastham Yunanu Anuvartate. So means when the person take the Nitya Dravyas are there, so in that Nitya Dravyas are honey is there, the wheat is there, and some of the mausa, and some of this Dugdha is also one of this part of that. So for this purpose, so Dugdha is the wholesome food, Nitya Sevana Dravya. All of you are taking the Dugdha in the daily in the regime, in whatever maybe it is, maybe in coffee or tea or directly what we're drinking the milk. So that is very much what you call it is satme to the each and everybody. So for that purpose, it is a Nitya Sevana Dravya to maintain the health. Dugdha Sevana is most important. So before that, the Sevana, what should be done? So that is what the Ahara Rakshana has been mentioned in Ayurveda. So same way, so milk hygiene also is one of the important things to what daily what we are taking. So the milk hygiene. Okay. Milk hygiene is important, the aspect of to preserve the milk. Then I will do it. This screen take Hello, students. So we are going to start the session. So milk is a nutrient-rich liquid produced in the mammillary gland of mammals. And it is a primary source of nutrition for infants mammals, including the humans who are the breastfeeded before the able to digest the other types of food. Means this is the first food what we are going to take in our first life when the breath is taken, when it is mother milk is given, but that is cholesterol. So it is first milk is, it is so much digestive other than the food. So early lactation milk contains cholesterol, which is carry the mother's antibodies to its young and can reduce the risk of many diseases. So even also in the mammals also, particularly for these animals also, there is a cholesterol also comes for 2 to 3 days. That is also one of the having a rich amount of the antibodies. Even human being also, that is 3 Dugdha, what you call it is, that is also having the first and second day, whatever the milk is secrete, that is also cholesterol. That cholesterol is having the higher content of the antibodies, which will be prevent the some of the disease in the future of the children. It contains many other nutrients, including the proteins and lactose, and interspecies consumption of milk not uncommon, particularly many of whom consume the milk other than the mammals. What is milk hygiene? So milk hygiene is a study of all methods of necessary to ensure production of handling and finally deliver to the consumer of clean, wholesome, unadulterated milk or milk produced cream, buttermilk, ice cream. So whatever the byproducts of the, so that should be have the hygiene one. It includes foodborne pathogenesis, So important. Why you should go for the milk hygiene? So though the milk is secreted into the unaffected cow's udder, contains few micrococci of harmful nature, invariably it becomes contained during the milking, cooling, and storage. And milk is an excellent media for bacteria, yeast, molds that are the common contaminants. For that purpose, you should avoid, or you can prevent this type of this whatever the which is having some of the contaminants. So you should for the milk the hygiene of the milk. So milk content, how the milk is contaminated. They are key source of contaminations are the fecal contamination from the solid animal, the soiled animals, and especially teats, odor, and the gills. Bacteria contaminants from the poor milking practice, soiled hands, soiled equipments, and failure to clean and disinfect teats for milking. So, so milk-borne disease. So when you not treated or not be preserved or hygienic not maintained, that may leads to the milk-borne diseases. Compared to the any other food items, milk is more responsible and efficient vehicle for the spread of disease. This is because of its good media for the organism to grow, and moreover, if it is difficult to keep the milk clean, fresh, and satisfactory condition, and it is mostly commonly adulterated. So all of you know, but in the society, it is the most the common it is the food item is there, that is a milk one. Milk is liable to contaminate also from the animals, human beings, and environmental such as water, dust, flies, and vessels, etc. So the milk-borne disease are classified in two, that is disease from animal transmitted, disease of animal transmitted to the through the zoonosis, what we call it is the milk, and such as the transmitted the disease from the animals, that is such as brucellosis, bovine tuberculosis, Q fever, foot and mouth, and disease and anthrax, etc. This is which is the disease animal can have transmit the disease to this milk. So then, so disease of a man transmitted to the other through the milk, that is such as waterborne diseases. So mixing of the adulterated milk by the adding the contamination of water. So that may leads the disease like this viral hepatitis A and E, typhoid, diarrheal diseases, dysentery, amoebosis, giarditis, ascaris, and also streptococcal food poisoning. And it is milk handlers having this streptococcal lesion in the hand. So this is the disease which can be prevented by the some of this hygienic method. So that is prevention of milk-borne disease. When you prevent the milk, milk-borne diseases, you should go for the some of the procedures, that is procuring for the clean and safe milk through this hygienic dairy. That is pasteurization and sterilization. So the requirement of the hygiene for dairy, what should be there? What should be done for the dairy milk we are supplying to this society? The animals should be free from the diseases. Milking house should be free from dust and flies. Milk handlers should be free from communicable diseases. There should be maintained high standards of personal hygiene. So nowadays you are one of this the communicable disease or the pandemic of COVID-19. This is also one of the role whenever the person is giving this milk to the each and every the house, they should have this type of this the hygienic method. They should be the milking should be done, and that should be prevent some of the communicable diseases. Wherever the possible, milking machines must be used. Nowadays big dairies are there, some of these milkmen are so much of the animals are there, so they should have their own milking machine. So it is automatic. Some nowadays it is there in the society. utensils should be clean, water supply should be clean and safe should be there, and more bottling, storage and chilling should be done in a clean surroundings. Facilities must be available for the doing the laboratory test milk. So this is one of the most thing is each and every dairies these are doing it. So this should, all the facilities should be there to prevent the some of the disease of the milk. So the already you have seen this the two methods are there, procedures are there to prevent the milk-borne diseases, the procedure pasteurization and the sterilizations. So pasteurization is defined as a process of preservation of milk wherein the milk is heated such a temperature for a period of time so as to destroy all the pathogens in it. To preserve this nutritive value of without changing the color, smell, taste, flavor, and composition. So this process, the pasteurization process, in this process, the water is heated in some temperature, then it cool down. So in that what happens, it is not lose the some of the nutritive value. Where particularly color is there, smell is there, taste is there, flavor and compositions. Thus the pasteurization is the simplest, safest, cheapest and modern method of rendering the milk safe. So then it is example of prophylactic pre-current disinfectant procedures. The methods of the pasteurization, they are the Holder's method, STS method and UST methods. So the Holder's method, that is also called as a Watt process, holding process. In this method, milk is heated to the 65 degrees centigrade, that is 145 to 150 Fahrenheit, and maintain at the temperature is 30 minutes. Then slowly it is cooled to the temperature of 5 degrees centigrade. So the rapid cooling prevents the growth of organism. This is only the cooling process, rapid heating and cooling process where the organism not grows in the milk. So it is the British method, the slow method, and recommended for the small and the rural. Then high temperature and a short-term process, that's ATS or a flash process or method. So in this in this method, milk is heated 72 degrees centigrade and maintain this for the temperature for at least 15 seconds and then rapidly cool down then less than 5 degrees centigrade. So it is an American method, rapid method and most widely used, recommended for the urban areas and to pasteurize the large quantity of milk, where this is the where in all the dairy farms the pasteurization they are doing. So ultra high temperature, that is called UST process, the method where it is method milk is heated in 2 stages. In the first stage, the heating is done under the normal pressure to the 88 degrees centigrade for a few seconds. Then in the second stage, the milk heated to the 125 degrees centigrade under the under the pressure for a few seconds only. So it is then rapidly cooled, bottled quickly as possible. In pasteurization, 90% of the pathogens and the lactose so in the pasteurization, 90% of the pathogens and the lactobacillus are destroyed, not the spores. After boiling, after the bottling, the milk is kept cold until they reach the consumer, because within the subsequent rise the temperature, bacteria and around the bound these multiply to growth. So then this is the where some of the pictures I am showing here. So this is the where when you visit some of this the dairy milk or milk dairies are there. So in that, this is the where the process is going on. The fresh milk is which is with a pressure, it's sent to this one of the heating coils. It is immediately to this cooling, and then it is pasteurized, and then it is supplied to the society. This is the process is what is going on in the pasteurization. Then sterilization, it is one of the simplest method. So this is done in milk cookers by the heating milk to this 100 degree to the for 20 to 30 minutes. This process is not only the 100% of these pathogens, but also the spores. So this is not a popular method because it is diminish the nutritive value. I think this minimum of the 100 degree, there may be some of the nutritive values. So when the milk is sterilized, and after this the sterilization, pasteurization. So one of this problem in this society is whether the milk is pure or adulterated. This is most thing is there, and whether the milk is supplying, that milk is having pasteurized or not. So we are going to test for that. Test for milk for test of adulteration, test for the pasteurization. So test for the milk adulteration, particularly specific gravity, we are going to test it. So when you visit some of the dairy, bringing some of them to your home, so the person is doing some of this the specific gravity, that is called lactometer they are using. This should be done. So 1028 and 1038 under the fact of this food the act where it is given. So here the low specific gravity indicates the addition of water. When the specific gravity that is given in this lactometer, some of the specific types are given, normal, abnormal, or the some of this where they recorded. So when the low specific gravity is there, that addition of water. This is only the milkmans they are doing, or where they brought the milk from the farmer. So that is having some of the things are there. So you can test it whether the milk is having the content of adulterated. So high specific gravity indicates the starch, sugar, and skimmed for the milking. So this is done for this where they raise some of this intention to this intention the adulteration, what we call it. So this is where they are doing it. The specific gravity is recorded by using the lactometer. So it is there. So then test of for the fat content. This is a estimation of with the fat meter. Low fat contents of the indicates addition of water and removal of fat. Then test of milk for this iodine test, where this few drops of iodine are added to the 5 ml of milk. Development of blue color indicates the starch adding. So normally we are going to do in our home also this, whether the milk is having adulterated or not. Okay. Then cane sugar, it is one of the sugar adding this one of this the adulteration. Detection by this adding the hydrochloric acid and a few grains of the risocrin and to this test sample. Then it's heated, and development of the red color is indicates the addition of sugar. So test of pasteurization. So whether the pasteurization, when you go to some of this the packets are there, or bottles where you are going to see in that. On that it is printed that is pasteurized milk. Because this is pasteurization, whether it is pasteurized or not, we are going to test it. So this is based on the principles that the enzyme phosphate is destroyed when the milk is heated as a pasteurization. Keep in our mind, phosphate is one of the enzyme is there in the milk that will be destroyed, is heated as in the pasteurization. To the sample of milk, and a buffer disodium phenyl phosphate is added and incubated. It is the enzyme present in it acts as upon the buffer and liberate the phenol, which indicates by adding the phenyl reagents, which turns to the milk blue. When it is turns to blue, there may be development of blue color, indicates the enzyme is present. When it is not comes to the color blue color, that you can have the test. So the positive test indicate the milk is not pasteurized. So the raw milk is not added. So then pasteurization, test of pasteurization, another method is the methylene blue test. This is to detect the destruction of the baseline. 1 milliliter of methylene blue is added to this 10 ml of milk and incubated in the water bath for the 5 hours. Discoloration that indicates the bacteria. So this is where the bacillus are destroyed or not. So sometimes what happens in the pasteurization, properly pasteurization is not there. So that may be have chance of growth of the microorganism. Standard plate count, the permission limit is 30,000 bacteria per ml of the pasteurization. It is where standard has been mentioned. The coliform count, coliform is organism are usually completed destroyed by the pasteurization, so they should be 0 or absent in 1 ml of sample milk. So presence of coliform indicates either improper pasteurization or post-pasteurization contamination. So this is where you are going to see the comparison between this pasteurization and sterilization. So where in particular methods are there. So milk is heated, that is whole method, JSTH method, UTS method. So sterilization, milk is heated for the 100 degree for 20 to 30 minutes. And the bacteriological changes when the pasteurization, 90% of the pathogens and 90% of the lactobacillus are destroyed. Remaining 10% lactobacillus take to multiply, cause the fermentation by covering this converting the lactose to the lactic acid. This souring of milk is delayed and postponed, and spores are not destroyed. So this is where in 100% of the pathogens are and lactobacillus are destroyed. This is souring of, therefore, the souring of milk is totally prevented. Spores are be destroyed. So what are the chemical changes what we are going to see in these proteins, fats, carbohydrates, vitamins, minerals, the physical changes are there. When the pasteurization is done, 5% of the lactoalbumin is lost. And in case of sterilization, 100% of lactoalbumin and 100% lactoglobulins are lost. And fats, no scum when the pasteurizations are there. When you, all of you see, whenever you brought some of this dairy milk, so that when you heated it and there is no any scum is there. So the form of so calcium and phosphates are not taken up. So scum is formed and calcium and phosphates are taken up. So then the carbohydrates, lactose is not chaired or the caramelized is caramelized, and the lactose is completely chaired and caramelized. And vitamin C is reduced. Vitamin C is also lost in case of sterilization. Minerals proportion is insoluble. Calcium salts are there, increased by the 6%, and other than the salt is affected. Calcium is and magnesium salts are precipitated. And physical changes, there is no any change in the color, composition, taste, and flavor. The color is becomes slightly brownish, taste and altered, smell slightly changed, composition is also affected, and souring is delayed by the postponement and is prevented by completely. So when you go to some of this Ayurvedic aspect, there is no such a type of this explanation is not found. But when you go to Susruta Samhita, milk that has to foul smell, taste, color, and in which curdling appears by itself should not be used. Means when you by the physical changes what you are going to see, then milk should be boiled, used and raw, kept in for longer time for get spoiled. So milk is along with these other liquids advised to the serve for the in the utensils made by the silver. So in Ayurveda, that is silver is one of the best utensils are used for the preparation of food and also for the milk. Ability of silver practice kills the bacteria is well established in the modern era also. Nowadays we are going to see. So this is the method of hygiene. Milk hygiene has been done in this whatever the milk which is supplied to the society. So thank you very much for all of you listening quiet, and any questions are there, you can have ask now. I am going to clear it.
Thank you, sir. The session is open for discussion. If any queries are there, please write us to chat, or even you can ask directly to the speaker.
Nobody is there. Okay.
I think there's no question. We'll end this session. I wholeheartedly thank our guest speaker, today's guest speaker, Dr. Anil BAGALKOTI sir, behalf of the Department of PG Studies in Swasthavaruta, JSS Ayurveda Medical College, and as well as the behalf of the institution and behalf of our students. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the rendering the guest lecture on milk hygiene and giving us awareness on Ayurvedic aspect as well as modern aspect of milk and its hygiene and its safety measures. Thank you, sir.